Okay, YouTubers, we're taking the Man Cave show on the road again today. Let's go. Everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Paul now coming to you right now from the Man Cave, but we are headed on another road trip today. We are staying local. We are going over to a buddy of mine's house, Mr. Craig Felder. You may remember him from past episodes of mine where I made some dioramas for him. So today we're actually going to go over and take a look at his collection, and it's a wide range, so stay tuned. Okay, so I just pulled into my buddy Craig's house. Just a short 10-15 minute ride from my place. So let's head on in and show you guys his collection. Hopefully he's home.
Hey, Paul, come on in.
All right, so we're at my buddy Craig's house, and we are going to check out his man cave room. Like every man cave, you need a definitely lock on that door. So Craig's gonna go ahead and lead us in.
Come on in.
Sweet. So you're gonna hang on to that.
I've been collecting a lot of this stuff for years. Man. A lot of this stuff's from my childhood. And then I recently picked up a couple of years ago some more pieces, and I said, let me get back into it.
All right, Craig, so let's start on this side. Why don't you walk me through the room a little bit?
Well, behind the door, I have my Hot Wheels cars. I've started collecting those recently and got some pretty good ones there.
All right.
Then I have my wall of famous people, my Star Wars gargoyles, my Star Trek classics, my Breaking Bad. Then I have my Heroes and Spider-Man and Legend stuff, and my Marvel Universe.
And everything's still in the box,
Everything's
right?
still in the box. Collectors gotta have it still in the box.
What's your oldest one over here, would you say?
My oldest one would be the Dark Phoenix.
Where's that at?
Right there. It's one of my oldest ones. And then my Ludmilla from Rocky IV.
What's the story on your...
The posters there is when the Avengers Endgame came out. And it came out in two segments, the posters, so I collected them both.
Nice. Yeah, so let's take a look at this cabinet right here. What you got?
This is my science fiction cabinet. Basically, I have my Turtles and my He-Man and my... What's that one in the middle? What are those people right there?
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings. Something I just delved into. I didn't want to go down that large rabbit hole.
Denise would kill you. That's our favorite movie, man. Lord of the Rings.
And
what you got here?
My Space 1999,
Yeah?
Buck Rogers,
That's a cool...
Battlestar Galactica.
That's a cool diorama. Where'd you get that?
Oh, a friend of mine made it. His name's Paul. Paul can make any diorama.
Next level?
Star Trek. My tribbles back there.
That's cool. You got some vintage stuff in here, right?
Yeah.
On these figures.
All 1984s and 86s.
Yeah.
Then I had the last two levels is my Star Trek. I'm sorry, Star Wars.
Oh my God, don't say that. I might need a retake on that one. You're gonna offend all the Star Wars fans of mine.
And the back piece I've had since I was 12 years old.
I was gonna say
1977.
I had that piece too, man. That was the original.
That's the original.
Had the first 12 figures on it,
Yep.
I think. Yep.
Yeah.
It was a mailaway. I remember that, man.
Yep.
I have that one.
Gotta have that one if you're a Star Wars fan.
And your last one here?
A lot of 90s and some 80s in there.
Mixed in.
Mixed in.
That's cool, man. You're kind of kind of all over, right? You got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's not all one series.
I tried, but the original Star Wars right there, I have all the original figures right there.
Nice. And how did these two guys sneak in here?
Oh, Dennis Rodman. Oh man, I'm starting the sports section. I have Michael Jordan. So I had to find me a Dennis Rodman, and Indiana Jones had to pull him out because the new movie's coming out.
Right on. So above the window, what do we got here?
I got some of my special pop figures and my Kiss figure. My Johnny Rico, my Han Solo.
So you are one of those pop guys, huh?
Not really, just some special ones. And then I got the Men in Black guy.
Got it. Coming down below the window, what are we looking at here? This looks like another diorama.
Oh, yes. Paul takes very good care of me. He gave me a good diorama of New York City. Everybody loves it. And you see, I got some special figures in there. This
is one of the most watched videos on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. This is the 1/12 scale New York City diorama.
Yeah, there's Spidey. Here's Spider-Man hiding.
I remember putting that on for you.
Yep.
It's funny. All right, right below that.
And below that, I have my DC section. I have some of my originals, some still in packaging. And you can see I'm a Green Lantern fan.
And down below.
Then I have my Batman section. And I have the original VHS tape right there on your right-hand side.
It's hard to believe that's considered vintage now, but I guess it is.
Yeah. 88, 89?
Somewhere around there.
And then the rest of my DC, my most coveted ones. Then Green Lantern, and then Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing, nice. I like that one. You got some stuff over here still in the box,
my
man.
Superman.
Dang,
that's when I was 14 years old.
This one?
Yep.
Was that really yours? Is this,
that's really mine.
Dang.
Kept it in boxes.
Superman in the box. Next category here, next shelf, what are we looking at?
Next shelf, I have my G.I. Joe, and I have my Tuskegee Airmen, and that's me having a picture taken with an actual Tuskegee Airman who signed my my book that he wrote, and he also signed my classic collection G.I. Joe Tuskegee Pilot.
Oh, that's cool. I got some mask.
Yes, I have a bunch of mask figures, original from when I was a kid, all operational, fully functional, and one-fourth of my Transformer collection. Still got to fit them in there.
Hey, here goes another diorama.
Yep, Paul takes very good care of me. I've put my Planet of the Apes in the Egyptian era. Those are my original dolls from 1972.
Still in pretty good condition.
Yep.
Next shelf?
Next shelf is a hodgepodge. I'm thinking about putting some race cars up there.
Hey, there goes a old school G.I. Joe Adventure Team.
Yep. Paul
ATV.
Yep. Paul restored it for me. Looks pretty good, damn good.
Yep. It's a His tank.
And some old G.I. Joe figures from 1984, 85, and 86. I stopped collecting after 88.
Man, you got a Blue Angels pilot?
Yep, Blue Angels pilot. And then I have the original G.I. Joe, the Kung Fu Grip.
Yep, 2 Adventure Team guys.
Hold up, got something to show you, Joe.
Probably gonna kick off the YouTube for that. I guarantee you, YouTube's gonna block me on that one.
We can delete that one. And then more of my classic DC characters, still original boxes. And you see I have them in protective cases.
This next one is actually built into his closet. Took the closet doors off of here, so I don't know, would you say that it's like 5 foot wide cabinet probably at least?
About 5 foot wide.
Yeah.
And what I had to do is I had to come in from the attic and come down and build it up from the floor up into the
Inside it?
Yep, inside the closet. So I have to tear off the walls.
So what are we looking at?
This is all my Marvel.
Good.
I have all the Toy Biz collection. The first 2 shows are all Toy Biz from 1984, 5, and 6. And they have Marvel Legends coming up next. As you see, I'm a Spider-Man fan and a Green Lantern fan.
Next shelf.
Next shelf, a lot of statues. Pewter, really. And a little bit of everything in there. And even in the back there, on the left, you see a Captain America Jack in the Box. Really hard and sought after.
Good.
And then more of my Marvel Legends. Giant Man, Sasquatch, Man-Thing, Beast, Kingpin, the big guys.
What do you got boxed out here?
Box out here, I have some, I got the Goliath, the original Goliath. Big guy, still in the original box. Then I got the Beast, my original Daredevil from Toy Fair in the yellow outfit. Then I got Ghost Rider, Punisher, Deadpool.
You got Thor's hammer here.
Yep, Thor's hammer. And then some Goliath, Black Panther, and Magneto.
This side of the room, looks like you have 3 detolfs.
That's correct.
And they are definitely filled with different stuff. And you even have stuff on top of them. So let's start over here.
Well, here I had to put my tall Superman and Green Lanterns up there, but that's my Superman family.
Got it.
And I love my Christopher Reeve. Remember getting him right after the movie came out in 1977.
So out of your collection here, how much of this is actually from your childhood and how much have you bought?
I would say 75% is from my childhood.
Really?
Yep. And I still have a storage unit I gotta go through.
And you got little people?
Yep.
How many of us had those growing up, man? I remember those.
My mother kept asking, "Why do you keep it?" I was like, "I want to save it for later, Mom."
The second detolf, what do we got? Starting off.
My Spider-Man collection. I love Spidey. Well, Peter Parker.
And this detolf here.
And that's my Sequest and my Space Ghost, and some other little figures I've had when I was a little kid. Then I got my aliens. And then I got my Jurassic Park and RoboCop. And the Tick from one of the TV show. And down below, Warcraft, Johnny Quest.
And the last detolf here, we're starting at the top.
Well, I got my famous Cloak and Dagger. I love that team. And then I have my Hulks, my Captain America, and my Watcher, Galactus. And then next coming up, you have your Voltron. Got the whole family there. Next, I got my Street Sharks and my Rage, Primal Rage. And then the King of all kings, Godzilla, with King Kong sitting in the back because he always loses to Godzilla.
Now, how about this tank right here?
Oh man, this tank brings back memories. My father took me to Radio Shack in 1974, 75. And I've had it ever since. Works perfectly. No corrosion.
So, Craig, what would you say is your most prized possession out of the collection that's here, not the stuff in storage?
Oh man, in this room, my prized possession I would say would be my, oh man, my Goliath with the Marvel Universe. And I will also say my Christopher Reeve Superman.
Craig, how large would you say your man cave room is here?
I have a 10 by, I think it's 10 by 10 room or a 10 by 8 room. I turned the bedroom into a showcase.
Did you just start collecting again as an adult? Have you been collecting all your life? Like never really quit, or?
Well, I quit in the 90s because I had to have children and raise a family. But 2004 started right back up again. So I figured I stopped for 14 years between 1991. I stopped, graduated college, and that's when I had to start life. And then 2004, I became self-employed, became a landlord, owned some properties, and said, let me get back into it again.
So Craig, you said you have a very large collection. You said you have a lot of stuff in storage. Do I dare to ask, is it more than this? Is it less than this? Are we seeing 1/10 of your collection? Are we seeing half of your collection?
Well, to be honest with you, you're seeing about, I would say, 1/3.
Okay, so yeah, I got a lot of stuff in my attic as well. So a lot of collectors do keep stuff in boxes or don't have the room. What would you say to somebody that's either just starting out collecting or says, I don't have space for this? This is just what would you say, about an 8 by 10 room, 10 by 12 room?
I'd say 10 by 12 room.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can see how much can fit in this area. What would you tell somebody that's starting out? Do you buy a detolf? Do you turn your closet into this? Where would you start?
First, I would start with the detolfs.
Yeah.
Start with like 2 or 3 of those, and then work with some cabinets, and then if your last resort, convert that closet.
All right, so we didn't talk too much about this lighting system you have in here, Craig. Can you go over that with me? Because I saw this for the first time when I came to visit your collection before, and you're the one that got me motivated to do mine. Why don't you go ahead and tell our viewers about the lighting?
Well, when I first started putting this stuff together, I was like, whoa, I can't see anything. And I wanted to show it off, especially at night. And then when people come by, and then I said, this is the best way to do it. I looked up on YouTube and they said, change the lights. So that's what I started doing, changing lights. First, I had to take everything out, and then I had to set the lights in there, and then I had to put everything back in there again. But then it helped me reorganize and restructure.
So if you guys have collections and you're not using these LED strip lights, I think they definitely make your collection look different and definitely brighten it up. What do you think?
Yeah, especially with the sci-fi section, the blue, it makes it look like you're on the moon. And then here with my DC section, red, it makes them stand out more ominous.
You got green on these guys.
And green with the G.I. Joe and with the Planet of the Apes dolls. Yeah, makes them stand out. And when it's nighttime, oh man, it really glows really bright in here.
Okay, so here we are from Craig's Man Cave. Anything you'd like to say to our viewers before we cut out?
Oh man, I dare say thank you to Paul for bringing me aboard and for his lovely dioramas.
I'm just wrapping things up at my buddy Craig's house, and you can see what a collection. And like he said, and I will vouch for that because I've seen his storage units. He's got a ton of stuff, so you can see how much you can put in just a small area. And hopefully this gives you guys some ideas. If you are close to me and you want me to come video your collection, let me know. I'd love to put it on my channel. So as always, keep on collecting, and I'll see you on the next one.